My name is Sumner Shorey, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Metta Stoked digital audit and report that my group and I made for JMS 428. So let's begin with a company overview. The Metta Stoked is much more than a studio. It's really focusing on being a community based on holistic health. And so it offers a variety of services, including yoga classes, massage, meditation, and other things of that nature. And so it's located in North Park, San Diego. Really cool neighborhood. Been in business since 2011, and recently it's been focused on using social media as a way to bring in more customers and attract, more clientele. So we're going to be taking a look at the performance of that in this report. And so first we got to look at the goals and objectives of the Metta Space. First and foremost is increasing membership and offering a variety of membership plans. Second, establish more working capital. Third, enhance and expand social media presence. Fourth, allow easier access to the website. And lastly, establish a management team to fulfill the tasks really required for the company to grow and expand in the future. And getting back to the first goal, increasing membership. Specifically, we're looking to expand to over 40 members each in the studio and the sanctuary. And so we're going to be taking a look at that later on. But first, we have to look at the current digital and social tools that the Metta Space has been utilizing, really. And so Victor Nguyen, the owner, works with a team of 3. One other person does run the website, which is really nice, well laid out, and very appealing in my opinion. But Nguyen has to really, post all the content himself, and in addition to running the business, that can kind of get tiresome, and it's just another thing on his plate. And so sometimes the social media responsibility does get overlooked. Within the report, we did a listening campaign. And so this looked at the quantitative aspect to the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram platforms that the Metta Space is on right now. And so the Instagram page, it does appear to actually surpass the Facebook page in terms of engagement, despite the Facebook page having a higher follower count than the Instagram. There's just much more interaction going on with the content on Instagram, ranging, likes 30 to 40 likes on average with each post, whereas it's a much lower count on Facebook. And something to take note of here is that the Instagram and Facebook are both connected. So you'll see the same content on both platforms. Much of the content that's posted on Instagram is automatically posted to Facebook. So really on a content analysis later on, you'll see some similarities. With Twitter, there's much lower engagement than both Instagram and Facebook because of a lower follower count. And so with the lower engagement, there's, a lot lower level of likes, much less retweets. Those are pretty rare. And it's just really not a platform that's, been exhausted at all. And so in addition to that, we did a competitor analysis looking at other businesses that are in the ballpark of the Metta Space, such as Trilogy, Pilgrimage of the Heart, and Sojourn Healing Collective. And so something to take note of here is that Trilogy and Pilgrimage are kind of much larger scale competitors than a typical small business would be to the Metta Space. And they usually have, they have different avenues and different opportunities in their own business. Trilogy has a cafe in their studio, which allows them to bring in a much bigger opportunity, much bigger audience of customers than any of the other businesses. And with that, it's important to take in mind that's reflected on the social media platforms of each business. And so with Facebook, you can obviously see there's more likes with Trilogy than compared to the Metta Space or even Sojourn. With Instagram, same thing is reflected with that in follower count and the posts. We also did an analysis of the websites of each studio and each small business and kind of made some comparisons with that, obviously noting the differences there in each business. We did a content analysis, which was more of a qualitative approach to looking at the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages of the Metaspace. And first, we found that there were 3 different types of Facebook posts. The first being event announcements. And so this is basically a post detailing an upcoming event or class at the Metaspace studio with a link to a RSVP on the website or to use Facebook's RSVP function built in. The second basically type was blog updates, and this basically gives a link to the Metaspace website with the new entry of a blog or a recap of the blogs, usually accompanied by a photo, sometimes landscape with some text overlay, nothing too special there. The third and final type of posts seen on Facebook are quotes. It's more of an inspirational kind of type that have a picture of a quote, sometimes with a background, sometimes with a plain background, and the quote usually pertains to something spiritual or something, a theme of the Metaspace that is in the ballpark of being promoted. And so, like I said before, the Instagram account is linked with the Facebook page, and so you see basically the same content on either platform with videos or photos. With Twitter, like I said before, there is much lower engagement, but there's similar content posted to Twitter as Facebook and Instagram. So some pictures that are posted onto those platforms are also recirculated onto Twitter. And we took a short look at the Yelp page for the Metaspace, which does show a considerable amount of perfect 5-star reviews and about 35 photos in total. The one problem, though, is that there is a kind of a lack of recent reviews. There's only, I think, 2 reviews from 2018, and so maybe a possible goal in the future would be to boost those and encourage current customers and clients to write some reviews. And so, in terms of addressing the first and foremost goal of increasing membership, we're going to focus on a couple tactics here. First being focusing on current members, and second, using local businesses to your benefit. So taking a look at the first one, focusing on current members, an idea we have here to focus on them is to incorporate current members into a kind of member of the month thing on either Facebook or Instagram or both. And so with that would kind of make them feel a bit more like the Metaspace community, a vibe that is already an objective of the Metaspace and what you're going for. Secondly, is to keep in touch with your members on kind of a monthly basis with some kind of email, newsletter, or personalized letter that you could send out and check in with the current members that continually come to classes and participate. Lastly is to provide a personalized membership card that kind of has a point system attached to it. And so by attending classes or different meditations, massages, other services that the Metaspace offers, members can accumulate points and then possibly redeem them for a special kind of gift or something. The second tactic, using local businesses to your benefit. Here we're looking at location. So the Metaspace is located in North Park and on Adams Avenue. So that's an awesome area, lots of trendiness going on around you. And one thing to kind of keep in mind is with those businesses around you, those small businesses in North Park, is to kind of consider them as an ally instead of competition. So one idea is to bring in the people that work in those small businesses, offer a special membership plan for those people that work, and basically to bring them in the door. So this would be a discounted rate for membership, but it would allow a lot of people to become more aware of the company and to try it out and see if this health approach is something that they want to continue and grow upon as a customer, a client. And lastly, cross promotion is an idea, offering to promote another small business in return that they promote you in their business or in their shop could be a potential avenue. So a couple more recommendations. basically going after that big goal of increasing membership and establishing different membership plans. Like I said before, with the community, one avenue is also student membership plans or new member deals offering a discounted rate for the first couple months and then switching to the full price after 3 could be an avenue to pursue. We did make a content calendar, which is basically an example of what all of your content on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook would look like across 1 week. And so examples include doing a variety of things that each platform has to offer. So one thing would be doing a giveaway on Instagram on Thursday through, either an Instagram story or a post and requiring users to engage with it in order to be entered into the giveaway. Another idea would be doing a poll on Twitter on Tuesday, or even on Wednesday going on Facebook and featuring that member, that current member, that returning loyal customer of yours as a part of your community and kind of highlighting them. And so this just kind of highlights what the possibilities are on each platform on any given day that you could recycle and go through. And so that's all I have to share with you, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit more. Obviously, you can take a deeper look into this report as a document, but I just wanted to give a brief overview through this presentation. And once again, my name is Summer Shorey, and thank you for listening.